I don't really know where you guys are. So all I know for me is the more that I've taken the time to sift through the who I choose to be, the who I've been up until this point, to make maybe different decisions, or maybe look a little deeper into some of them because I recognize they're patterns I've been picking up for a long time. Okay, they're memorized. And I start to see, actually, not only is that not me, it's almost like in the moment that I go, that's not me, I create space. And so that means that I can either create exactly more of the same, or I get to just go, well, what would I rather have? What would I rather believe? What would I rather experience? What would I rather, And so if I start moving in that direction, it's a new direction because that frequency is a different frequency. It might feel lighter, it might feel happier, it might feel more joyful than where I was before, right? It's just a little, now I'm on a different radio station and I'm not quite comfortable or familiar yet, so it's a little weird, right? Yet if I continue that way, I start to clean up and refine. I love that word so much. I start refining my life so that it's a little bit more energetically toward my preferences. And what inevitably happens, because now it's not to me about, and you didn't use this word, but I'm going to use this intentionally because I hear this often. It's not about protecting myself. I don't have to protect myself. I don't have to. I just know that if I'm establishing, this is my preference, this doesn't work for me, this is as far as I'll take it, this is as long as I want to have this conversation, this person isn't really something I want. This person's not bad, it's just that maybe I don't want them as close anymore. Oh, I just realized they moved from a 2-day friend to a 2-minute friend, and that's not a problem. I've just evolved, I've changed. If we just like clean up along the way, I feel like that allows us, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes establishing healthy boundaries, first of all, they're going to change. They take our time and attention to discern, and it's also not a perfect place to get.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like sometimes we, just taking like a very specific strand of what you've just said, sometimes we actually get stuck in our old identities because we actually get stuck with the people in our lives as well, because we have this like pleasing sort of energy around us of like, well, I don't really want to hang out with that person anymore because I feel as though I've outgrown them, but I'm going to anyway because that's what we do in our society and we don't really tell people where to go, And there's nothing wrong. It's like not like somebody's like, I don't know, done something really wrong for us. It's just that they might be not quite the right person for our new identity. But some of us will hold on to that still because we're afraid of letting go or asserting our boundaries and saying, look, I'm only available for this energy now. This is how I want to go forward. I want to feel like this when I see you. Does that make sense?
I love it. It makes so much sense. And it's really interesting. I met this wonderful, wonderful girl from France at the gym yesterday. And it was really just a lovely, lovely interaction. And she's just visiting because she had to come here for a wedding. And she was saying, and this is a perfect example of that. And she said, I used to have a lot of fear around traveling and da 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 da. And she goes, and then I just decided I didn't want to have that fear anymore. And what happened is that she left, and then she met her now husband. And it's amazing because literally that's all it takes is just dropping that story. Now, sometimes it does mean going back. It doesn't mean dismissing that compassion piece and that like part of you, that seeing you, that little sweet human that had to go through that. Yes, but I think sometimes we get lost in the like the drama of what happened. And I don't mean that in a dispassionate way at all. I'm just saying that it's something that happened, and that part of us wants to be held by us, not terrified, not shaken and going, I can't believe this happened to you. Oh no. And it's like, no. Like I want to go to that part of me. And if we do that and we drop the big story about it, we get to go, what matters is who I want to be now. I was a people pleaser, whatever language we need to do. Up until this point, I've been a people pleaser. That was an old version of me was a people pleaser. Right now, that's something that I just realized doesn't work. And I don't want to do that to myself. And so it's up to us to really create the new narrative, not only in the way we speak, redirecting our thoughts so they're in that direction, and then also really feeling as that person in our body, and then doing the things in our daily life when no one's looking, and being the person, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because then all of a sudden people will look because your energy will change and your aura will change, your frequency will change, and then things will just naturally come in towards you. Like the opportunities will just open up. And that certainly happened for me, like in the last couple of months, absolutely.